Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your Sunday. We also have your Boredom Busters coming up, but first, our top story. Strong winds have been causing problems in parts of Sioux Falls this morning. Police say the wind blew a tree onto some power lines in the 2300 block of East Rice Street, shutting down traffic in the eastbound lane. City crews and the power company have been called in to remove the tree and repair the lines. Also this morning, Sioux Falls Fire Rescue responded to power lines down in the 1200 block of South Holly Avenue. The call came in just before 4:30 this morning. Fire Rescue says the line sparked a very small fire that was quickly put out. First responders have recovered the body of a drowning victim in the Pactola reservoir south of Rapid City. Authorities learned of the possible drowning late Saturday afternoon at the Pactola picnic area. Crews, including water rescue divers, responded to the scene, bringing along an underwater robot as part of their search. The Pennington County Sheriff's Department says the male victim was found not far from the area of the lake where he was last seen. The victim's name has not been released yet. Sheriff Brian Mueller credits the quick recovery to the coordinated efforts of all the teams involved. This weekend marks the 20th anniversary of what's now known as Tornado Tuesday, when we saw 67 tornadoes in South Dakota on a single day back in 2003, which included an EF4 tornado that destroyed the town of Manchester. Lynette Geyer was 8 months pregnant and living in Manchester at the time. She remembers seeing the sky turn green and the wind beginning to howl. She and her husband Rex were planning to head to their basement, but an extended family came by and drove them away from the storm. Geyer says it was this decision to leave that saved her and her daughters.
I don't think we would have survived had we. There would have been, 6 of us that would have died probably in the tornado, because we figured we either would have been sucked out or those fuel tanks that laid side by side in the basement would have crushed us.
Geyer gave birth to her daughters Haley and Heather a month later. They became known as the Twister Twins. Be sure to watch tonight's Inside KELOLAND. We'll be looking back on Tornado Tuesday and the weather conditions that contributed to the storm. Inside KELOLAND airs immediately following KELOLAND Weekend News at 10. Emily's Hope 5th annual poker run took place this weekend with the goal of stopping addiction's stigma. Bikers rolled up for the 100-mile ride around Sioux Falls Saturday before ending at the Blue Rock Bar and Grill. Former KELOLAND news anchor Angela Kennecke, the founder of Emily's Hope, says spreading this message to everyone is crucial.
So it's so important right now that we raise awareness, that we prevent the use of illicit drugs so that we can save lives.
Money raised from these poker runs has helped nearly 400 people with addiction treatment, along with providing children with addiction education. Let's take our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. We've seen some glimpses of sunshine over Sioux Falls, but what you see behind me is going to be what we're contending with for a while, and that is persistent cloud cover that just comes in waves. 66 degrees at the airport, but it is windy outside. Sustained winds out of the west at 25 miles per hour. We are also in the 60s for a majority of our East River communities, 63, for example, in Pierre and Chamberlain, as well as Aberdeen, Sisseton, Watertown, Brookings, Marshall, and Huron. We'll throw in Winter for that matter. 64 for Mitchell, 60 Phillip, but a cooler 47 in Custer, 57 in Rapid City, and Buffalo, 53 for Pine Ridge. Take a look at those winds, though. East River, 15 to 30 miles per hour, sustained with recent gusts over the last hour this morning, upward of 35 to 40 miles per hour. So it is going to be a blustery day, East River, but at least we don't have any severe weather to worry about. Not yet, at least. We'll talk about that potential in portions of KELOLAND as we go through your extended forecast in a little bit.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Well, a local bar is providing emotional and financial support for a mother of 3 who's battling cancer. The Gateway Lounge will host a fundraiser later today for Jamie Keller, who was diagnosed with cancer in both of her breasts this spring. Keller is leaning on her friends at the Gateway to help her get through this trying time.
Just that being told to you at all is just a really heavy experience. It's really scary, but I'm crying because it was just kind of traumatic, but I do feel a lot better about it now.
This will be the second breast cancer fundraiser at the Gateway this month. Bartender Susie Cook, a good friend of Keller's, was diagnosed just a couple of weeks after Keller. Now, this benefit goes from 1 to 6 p.m. and includes a 50-50 raffle drawing, a silent auction, and a performance by local musician Denim. All ages are welcome. Midwest Honor Flight is hosting Honor Ride 2023. Registration starts at 1 o'clock at the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance in Sioux Falls. The ride includes a slow salute past the Sioux Falls VA before an escort to the South Dakota State Veterans Cemetery. Riders are encouraged to bring along a picture of a veteran they wish to honor. Amy Ellsworth is a featured performer during the Outdoor Summer Concert Series at Good Earth State Park, southeast of Sioux Falls. The music starts at 4 p.m. in the Park Amphitheater. A park entrance license is required. The Sioux Falls Municipal Band performs a pre-concert titled Rock On. The music starts at 8 o'clock at Terrace Park. The Canaries baseball team takes on the Lincoln Salt Dogs at Sioux Falls Stadium. First pitch is at 12:05. Adam?
Well, if you're going to be catching a ball game, pun partially intended today, you will want to literally hold on to your hats. It is going to be a windy day, not just at the birdcage, but also for a majority of our East River locations. What satellite and radar isn't completely picking up on is the low-level cloud cover over a majority of our East River communities east of the James River Valley. Also some rain out toward Marshall and Wilmer. We could see a couple of little isolated sprinkles now and again closer to and east of the I-29 corridor. And there's the reason why. Low pressure over the Twin Cities going over to western Wisconsin is very slow to get out of here. As a result, we'll get that pinwheeling effect for that cloud cover and those occasional showers to the east. Out west, it's a better day overall with more sunshine in place. So here's 3 p.m. on Futurecast. So you see those little blips of green. Those are those isolated showers I've been talking about. And they'll be more of a nuisance than anything else. Far from a washout today, but just pretty persistent at times. For the day on Monday, though, we kind of flip the script. East River, you're doing a lot better. To the west, it's a different story. Showers and thunderstorms later in the day and overnight, with a couple of those storms becoming strong to severe at times, so we will need to keep an eye on the skies out there. And then that threat for thunderstorm activity will migrate further to the east. Here is the day 2 outlook Monday into Monday night. Marginal risk level 1 in green from Belle-Fourche to Fall River and Oglala, Lakota counties. This includes Lead, Deadwood, Spearfish, Sturgis, Custer, and Rapid City. But then you notice that a risk expands and heads eastward toward the James River Valley Tuesday into Tuesday night. Again, wind and hail are going to be the main concerns with any storm that pops up. So you will want to stay weather aware through the first part of the week. Today, stubborn cloud cover the further east you go, maybe an isolated shower or rumble of thunder, the latter more likely in Minnesota. Highs will be mainly in the 70s, a bit cooler where cloud cover is going to be stubborn. Tomorrow, though, a better day for much of the region. After overnight low temperatures bottom out in the mid-50s, we warm up into the low to mid-80s in many locations. The exception will be out toward the hills, where we'll be in the 70s and have that chance for thunderstorms. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast, and outside of today, it's 80 or better for high temperatures in Sioux Falls. We'll also have persistent little bits of activity to deal with Wednesday and Friday especially, so you will want to keep that in mind with any outdoor plans. Same rules apply in Aberdeen. A few isolated showers and 77 today, 80 or better Monday into the first day of July on Saturday. And you also have a few chances for showers and thunderstorms by the second half of the week. In Pierre, either side of 80 today and tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. Then spotty showers and thunderstorms through the rest of the week. Thursday and Friday hold your best bet overall for some unsettled weather. And in Rapid City, unless it's today with a high of 73, it's a daily chance of showers and thunderstorms Monday going into the first weekend of July, with high temperatures remaining rather consistent in the mid to upper 70s and then lows in the low to mid 50s. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.